Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mel. This video, it's going to be all about paying your bills. I know, none of us want to watch a video like this, but maybe it'll help you, so stick around. Before we get started, I want to explain to those of you guys out there that it will work with a person who has a W-2 and you have set hours. This is specifically going to work for people who are self-scheduled or independent. You pick your own days, you pick your own hours, because that's what I do. So just know that this video is going to mostly focus on this side, self-scheduling, self-payments, all of the things, but it will still work with the W-2. Let's talk about what you're going to need. In the background here, you can see I have my laptop. You can do this on a computer. I'm old school. I like a good old handy dandy planner notebook, some fancy smancy colored gel pens, and even just a simple notebook will work. So grab all your supplies and let's jump into it. Okay, friends, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is have your piece of paper, a calculator handy, and then the writing tools of your choice. I'm going to use my markers that I have here. I have a little ruler here, so I'm going to divide my page into 3 sections. And we're just going to write out my bills, and then we're going to divide them into a daily number and a weekly number that I need to kind of come up with. Because I am self-employed, I need to know how much money that I need to make every single week and every single day. So that is the point of this. So we're going to write bills up at the top. Over here, I'm going to write all my bills with their due dates and the amounts. In this column right here, we're going to put week. And for a week, you guys, there's 4 weeks in a month. So we're going to put divide by 4 here. And then in this column, we're going to do daily, which is going to be our daily total that we need to hit. And you guys know that there's 30 days in a month. Sometimes there's 31, with the exception of February. If you want to take some days off, that's another consideration you have to make as far as daily and weekly considerations. I'm going to use the number 29 to divide it to come up with my daily goal. So everything is going to be divided by 4, and everything is going to be divided by 29 on these 2 columns. And my total is going to show here, and I'm going to put the bill here. So that's what we're doing on this paper. So now I'm just going to start writing all my bills down. I have a lot of bills, you guys. I'm going to go through each one. If you find it very tedious, just please fast forward. But I'm going to break down all of my bills for you guys. That includes credit cards, car payments, groceries. I have a pit bull, rent, mostly all normal bills. I don't have any TV subscriptions. I don't have internet. I don't have a gym membership. So make sure you're putting all of your bills out. And at the bottom of the page, we're going to talk about my debt goals, paying off my debt. We're going to do an emergency fund. I do invest. And I also am saving for a vacation for 2027. It is currently September of 2025. You're also going to write down your due dates for your bills, so you can go to your planner next, and I'll show you that after I'm done with this, you guys, and write your bills on your calendar so you know when they're due. Okay, so let's begin. My first bill, my first 2 bills are categorized together. It's going to be my rent and my water, sewer, and trash. My rent is $15.25, and my water, sewer, and trash is variable. So every month I budget for $100. It's always underneath that, but I just want to leave myself a cushion with that. In these two columns, we're going to be doing some basic math. We're going to take this number, divide it by 4, and then do it again and divide it by 29. So let's do that. 1525 divided by 4 is $381.25. I'm just going to round up on everything. So 382. And then we're going to take it again and divide it by 29, which is $52.58. And I'm just going to round up to $53. Rinse, wash, and repeat with these steps, you guys. Our next bill is $100 for that water, sewer, and trash divided by 4, which equals 25. And again, 100 divided by 29 is 3.44. We're just going to round up to $4. Our next few bills we have, you guys, I'm doing them in a different color because I'm going to put that in a separate savings account. So it's due on the 12th. It's going to be my Sam's Club credit card. And every single month, I pay $88 towards my card. So let's do that math. 88 divided by 4 is 22. And 88 divided by 29 is 3.03. We're just going to round up to $4 again. Another bill that I have is food and groceries. We're just going to put that as a flexible account. I'm going to put Harper next to. So groceries and Harper's food, toys, etc. So my groceries, I budget for $4.75 because food has gone up. I probably should budget more than that because I know I spend more. And for Harper, I budget $100. So again, let's do the math on that. $4.75 divided by 4 is $118.75. Just going to round up to $119. Again, divide $4.75 by 29. And we get $16.37. We're just going to round up to $17. Harper was 100 divided by 4, $25. And 100 divided by 29 is 3.44. We're just rounding up to $4. Our next category is another category that I'm going to put into a different savings account. So what I do, you guys, is I take the money, I make sure that what I hit weekly, I transfer into this bank account that pays my rent and my water, sewer, and trash, and then it's auto paid. I do the same thing for the green, and you guys will see as we move forward that everything is color coordinated because those bills go into an account and they're auto paid every single month. Next up, I have a bill that's due on the 11th. It's my American Express credit card. Every month I pay $50 towards it. So 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. So we're just going to round up to 13. And do it again with 29, 1.7. We're just going to round up to $2. Next bill I have is my car insurance. It's due on the 7th. My car insurance every month, because I live in the lovely state of Arizona, is $135. So let's do that math. 135 divided by 4 is 33.7. We're rounding up to $34. 135 divided by 29 is 4.65. We're just going to round up to $5. Next bill I have is my renter's insurance for my apartment, which is required in my community. It costs me $16 a month, which is not bad. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And 16 divided by 29, oops, We're just going to round it up to $1. It's 55 cents. Next up, I have a software program that I use for my YouTube channel. Again, it's in the same account. It's called vidIQ. If you guys have your YouTube channel, it's a good program to use. $10 a month. So 10 divided by 4 equals 2.5. We're just going to go up to $3. And 10 divided by 29 is some change. So we're just rounding up to $1. Now we're going to go into another account where I'm putting, we have another variable expense or flexible expense, however you guys want to word it. I charge my car. I have an electric vehicle, so I'm just going to write car charging. This is something I have to budget for, so I budget for $400 a month. And we'll do the math on that. 400 divided by 4 is $100. 400 divided by 29 is 13.79, so we're just going to round up to 14. Again, in this category, this is due on the 13th. I have a subscription to a specific charger that I go to, just like a gas card. And that costs me $14 a month. 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. We're just going to round up to 4. 14 divided by 29 is some change, so we're just going to put $1. My next category is all my credit cards plus my cell phone bill, so this all goes into one account. So my first one is due on the 11th. And this particular credit card, I pay $247 a month, and this is minimum plus a little bit. If you guys look on your credit card statement, there's a portion on there that says, hey, if you pay a little bit more, it's better than paying the minimum. So this is where I get that number from. So let's divide that out by 4. $61. We're just going to round up to 62. And 247 divided by 29 is 8.5, and we're just going to go up to 9. I have a lot of credit cards. It's good to have a lot of credit cards because then you have more leeway with as far as how much you can borrow if you're looking to borrow. You guys that have followed my credit journey know that I had one credit card when I started my YouTube channel. So this next account is a small account that I never really use. Just keep it moving there. $30 payment. 7.5, we're rounding up to 8. 30 divided by 29 is 1.3. So we're just, 1.03. So we're just going to round up to 2. Our next credit card is due on the 27th. Let me know in the comments below, how many credit cards do you guys have total? This particular credit card, I pay $170 towards. It's one of my bigger credit cards. 42.5, so we're just going to go up to 43. 170 divided by 29 is 5.86, so we're going to round up to $6. My next one is this particular credit card is just for my car charging. All of my credit cards have a purpose, and I only use them for certain things. So the total is $30. We're just going to go up here and look, $8 and $2 and skip the math. So now we have this Target credit card is due on the 2nd. This is one that I hope to be paying off soon. If you guys want to follow my debt payoff journey, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, and stay tuned for more. So we're just going to write these all out really quick because most of them are all the same. So we have a Target credit card, a JCPenney credit card, a at-home credit card, and then my cell phone bill in this category. So Target is $30. JCPenney is $30. Kind of speed this up a little bit. And At Home is a home store that I love out here in Arizona. And then my AT&T cell phone bill. I have 2 cell phones. You guys know this. My cell phone bill is $110. So let's do the math on that really quick. 110 divided by 4 is $27.50. We're just going to round up to 28. And 110 divided by 29 is 3.79. So we're just going to go up to 4. And because these are all the exact same with the 30, I'm just going to fill this in. $8 and $2. And eventually these expenses will go away because I barely use my Target, JCPenney, and At Home. I just bought some things in the last few months. So these payments will hopefully go away if you stick around and follow my debt journey. So that's it for this category. Like I said, you guys, every single color category has a separate savings account. When I get paid, the money goes into this account, and I know how much I need to put in there because we're breaking it down weekly and we're breaking it down daily. So this is very helpful for me considering I do delivery driving, Shipt, Walmart, Spark, Uber Eats, those types of things. And then I also do security shifts for my income where, I know how much the shift's going to pay up front, but then, I have to figure out the rest of my week. So having these 2 columns for me is very useful. All right. My next one is my utilities. So I have a company called APS out here. I think it was ComEd back in Wisconsin. And I budget my electric bill to $200 because I live in Arizona and heat is a thing. So let's divide 200 by 4, which is $50. And then again, 50 divided by that 29 is 1.7. So we're going to round up to $2. So that is in a category of its own. My next bill is my student loans. Yes, I am still paying on my student loans from I don't know how many years ago. So we're just going to abbreviate here. Every month I pay $133. So 133 divided by 4 is 33.2. We're just going to round up to 34. And 133 divided by 29 is 4.5. So we're just going to go up to 5. My next bill that I have is my car payment. That bill every single month is $260. So $260 divided by 4 is $65 even. And $260 divided by 29 is 8.96. We're going to round up to 9. Next, I have a cell phone that I usually live stream on with you guys. It's from Verizon, so I'm just going to put Verizon cell. Every month I pay $40 on that, but I don't have to if I don't want to. It is a business expense, so it's a write-off for me. So it's $10 a week or $2 daily. So this is all of my bills, you guys. This next session, I'm going to leave a line here and then I'm going to start a different category because these are all extra things that I'm working towards. So this is my bill portion and this rest is going to be separate. So one of the categories that I'm going to be working on is paying off my debt. My master plan to pay off my debt is to put $1,000 a month towards it. And we're definitely going to start with these credit cards right here. So if we put $1,000 a month towards these will knock these out for sure. So let's take 1,000 and divide it by 4. So I'm going to be having to make $250 a week extra. to hit that goal. And let's break that down even further by the day. Oops, 1,000 divided by 29 is 34.48. So around $35 a day, just going towards debt. Another thing I add to, which is not necessary, but you need it, is an emergency fund. And because I'm working on paying my debt off this month, my emergency fund put aside is not a lot. It's only $50. So 50 divided by 4 is 12.5. We'll round that up to 13. 50 divided by 29 is 1.72. We'll round that up to $2. Another thing that I want to do, but again, I'm lowering it because we're working on debt right now, is I invest. I am investing $100 every single month. Divide that by 4 is 25. Divide it again into 29, and you have rounded up to 4. And the last thing I am working towards, but it is not necessary, is I want to save for a vacation in 2027. And every single month, I would like to put $250 towards that. Divide that out by 4, it's $63 a week. Divide it 8.6, and we have 9. So now what I'd like to do is I would like to make 2 totals down here. The first total is going to be this section, and then we're going to add on this, because this is extra that I'm working towards. This is bills I have to pay. I want to get my credit card bills, obviously, taken away. So we're going to write 2 totals here. And I'm going to put them in different colors. We'll use red and black. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I'm going to speed up the video, you guys, is I'm just going to total out this section, write it down, add this, write it down, and then do it the same thing for this column, add it, add this, add it. So just bear with me here as I do some math. I will fast forward the video. One thing I noticed as I am going to redo this, you guys, but one thing I noticed is for my APS, for some reason I put 2 down, and it's actually 7. So I messed that up. So my total down here is going to be 158. And then we'll do the rest here. 158 plus 35 plus 2 plus 4 plus 9 is 208. Always recheck your math, especially I always recheck my math. Okay, so to recap, you guys, we have our sheet in front of us. It's just paper with some markers or pens of your choice and a calculator. It's just basic math. You can do it on your laptop as well. I will show you guys that in just a second here. But you just put your bills at the top. You have to go through. I can't do this for you. You have to do it yourself and write down all of your bills. I'm not going to lie, when I was doing this, you guys, I forgot a few, so I've had to redo this a couple times, but it is okay. That's the point of this, make it fun. I tried to make it fun with different colors. I have different accounts that I put all my money into. It's nice to make the money and watch the money go into it. The best part is this section down here, I don't have to do it. These are must-haves to me, with the exception of few that we're going to knock off. I could get rid of this. I could get rid of this. So go through your bills, get rid of some stuff that you don't need. You know, do a budget. I budget $4.75 groceries. Watch how much you spend. If you need a little bit more, then obviously you have to make a little bit more money. So just, this is your playground. Write down your due dates. Divide it into weekly, daily, if that's your choice. And then I have my monthly here. And then just put the totals. I hope this helps you guys break down your bills. Now I want to show you guys what I do with this on my planner as an independent contractor and gig worker. So that's going to be up next. So here is the planner that I use, you guys. Check the description below if you'd like the Amazon link. It's called Day Designer. It is a yearly from July 2025 to June 2026. I love this. It's an 8x10, a nice thick board. Over in this column, it lays out your daily time. So it goes from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I can write in. You guys see that I doodle a lot. I love doing this. You have a whole section for to-do lists with check boxes here. You have some notes, gratitude section, what you're doing tonight, and your top 3 goals. I use this every single day. You can see over here that I have a security shift written down, and I have my bills due. So you're going to take your sheet that you just did, you wrote down all your due dates, and you're going to go to your planner and write and fill in all of your bills that are due with the amounts and what you owe. I check off what I pay. Sometimes I add a little bit more. Sometimes I add a little bit less. So that's what this is over here. Down here is my security shift. Tonight, I'm actually working today. So this particular day is September 11th. I'm doing a security shift. It's from 5:30 to 8. It's 14 and a half hours. I will put the app on the screen that I use. You can go and Google it and get it for yourself. You have to save it to your phone. It's not an actual app, but I put in the hours that I work. I work this particular job at $17 an hour. And because I live in the state of Arizona, you have to put in your state and the taxes that you're withholding. So I know that this shift right here is going to be $222.72 take home because of this app. I love using this app. It's free. Just go on Google and look it up if you're interested. So yeah, then what I do after I pick out my shifts, I know what bills are paid. I am going to go through and write down my daily column right here. So that's what we're going to do right here. This, my journal, I don't like to use the markers because they bleed through. So I just pick out my favorite color. We're going to pick pink today for you guys. Again, all of the products that I'm using will be in the description below. Let me just flip this. So this is an empty page of the planner. And then if I was working, I would put my security shift. If I went out and did Walmart, Spark, Uber Eats, Instacart, I would start at 6 o'clock in the morning and just write all of the money that I made per that day. Okay, so that's what I would do in this column. You guys can do whatever you want if you have appointments. This is just my particular book for paying my bills and keeping track of how much income I have. I do have other planners that have other things in them. There's little check boxes, and I'm going to make more on this side. So this is what I do with my planner. So on this particular day, I don't have a security shift, so I would go out and do gig work. So Roadie, Instacart, Walmart, Spark, Uber Eats, all the apps. I love having multiple streams of income and I love working for myself. So now I'm going to go through and write down the bill and how much it costs me daily. So now that I have everything written down, when I do gig work, I'm going to check off each box. So if I have an order that's $4, I'll check off water, sewer, and trash. If I have an order that's $17, maybe from Walmart Spark for food, I'll check that off. So you just check all the check boxes throughout your day, and your total goal for the day is 208. That's how I keep track of my bills and how much I'm supposed to make each day. So I wrote down on this side what I need to make for this Wednesday, September 10th. On September 11th, I'm working a security shift. So I would rewrite this here. And this shift is going to pay out $222.72. So I know I hit my 208 goal. So then what I would do is I'd work the shift and then just come over here and make check boxes and check this all off. This shift covered all of my bills, so that's great. But here's what I do with my planner. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. For my digital people, this is how I track my money on not a planner. I use just a spreadsheet. It's not anything special. I created it myself. I just used colors and highlighting, and I've been doing this forever. So I put all my streams of income over here, what my goal is supposed to be, which is 208. And then if I have a shift as far as security, I'll enter in the amount that I'm supposed to make. And then it goes in down here. I have it preset that way through formulas if you guys know how to do spreadsheets. So for the rest of this week, I have to make $849.29. And then this is my security shifts. Here's my minimum with all of my goals as far as debt, investing, emergency fund, and then my actual goal. And then I just put the date. And then over here is just the paper version, except it's on the computer. And what is different about this is I totaled out each section so I know how much I can put in my bank account every single month, which is one thing I didn't do on paper. And then again, totals at the bottom. I also have my investing down there. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I can do the digital, but that would take way too long. And that's just too time consuming for me to teach you guys formulas. That's something that you guys would actually have to sit down and pay me for. If you guys want me to teach you how to do this in a class, I can. Otherwise, just figure it out on your own. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. If you loved the video, let me know in the comments below. What was your favorite part about the video, or what did you learn today, or maybe a strategy that you're going to take along with you? Hit the like button, tell our channel or YouTube that you love watching us, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. I have a ton of content on my channel, including cleaning, travel vlogs, and just day in the lives, plus a little bit of budgetings and things I do in my own life. If you guys want to use any of the products I used in the video, please check the description below. There's some Amazon links for you guys to check out. One last thing before I go, this board over here is going to be full of my debt. So that's what I am currently working on now. I'm going to take all of my debt that I just wrote down, put it on some note cards, and through the next 3 months, just watch it shorten. Hopefully, I can make enough income and get enough shifts and work my booty off to throw that extra $1,000 a month towards my debt. So I'm excited to share that journey with you guys. So make sure you stick around. Until then, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for helping us grow. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button and comment below and say hi to us. If you're interested, here's 2 more videos you can watch from our channel.